Hi everyone, I'm Jim. Welcome to my channel, Mystery and Mayhem. It's a beautiful Saturday morning and I hope everyone's enjoying their weekend so far. It's that time of year again, time for DrNovember, the great reading event that was created by Mark last year, by Mark over at Book Time with Elvis. And we have quite a cabal of secret agents who are joining in this year. And for those of you who don't know, DrNovember is a reading event to read spy novels, fiction, non-fiction, throughout the month of November. Now, we will be reading, for a group read, we will be reading Joseph Conrad's The Secret Agent. Now, there's no prompts for DrNovember. Basically, all you have to do is just read an espionage book, a spy novel, non-fiction book. Now, I have a few options to read. I'm probably not going to get too heavily into stuff for November because October's been a bit of a busy month for me, and I kind of overtaxed myself with reading. So I think I'm just going to keep it low-key for November. I'm still reading Vanity Fair for a group read. I haven't touched that book for 2 weeks, and it's I have to get back to that, and hopefully I'll get some of that read throughout November as well. But I wanted to show you a few options that I have to read for DrNovember. Starting with, I have this book called Death to Spies by Quinn Fawcett. Now, this is a novel of the espionage adventures of Ian Fleming. Now, he did have kind of a prior history as a spy. I mean, he wasn't like a hardcore spy. He was a little more of a softcore kind of spy. And this is a fictionalized novel of his supposed adventures as a spy. But this book, the next book, called The Irregulars by Jeanette Conant, talks about Roald Dahl and Ian Fleming as well, and his their adventures as spies in wartime Washington. Now, they talk about the shenanigans that Roald Dahl, Ian Fleming, David Ogilvy, and Ivar Bryce got up to in wartime Washington, and they were recruited more, I'm quoting here, recruited more for their imagination and dramatic flair than any experience in the spy business. Gossiped, bugged, and often hilariously bungled their way across Washington, doing their best to carry out their cloak and dagger assignments. So, yeah, that's another option. So I might just read The Secret Agent and maybe one of these, but I also have another fun series that involves James Bond again. And you know, I say a lot in my videos that you know, I had a lot of fun reading a story, but these next books, I read the first two. When I say they were a lot of fun, these literally were a lot of fun. Now, these are the young James Bond novels by Charlie Higson. Now, this deals with a young James Bond who goes to school at Eton College, and it's got kind of Harry Potter vibes to it. He's got, you know, friends that he has these adventures with, but you know, in the James Bond dossier, Kingsley Amis coined the phrase "the Fleming effect," and Charlie Higson, out of all the pastiche writers, James Bond pastiche writers that I've come across, Charlie Higson gets the Fleming effect better than anyone else I've read. These books are incredibly fun, and just, you know, he just has this love for the character of James Bond, and I highly recommend these. But as I said, I've read the first two, and that's the first one, Silverfin. Awesome covers. I love these covers. This is Blood Fever. That's the second in the series. Then we have Double or Die with that awesome cover. And of course, they do the whole Bond is back thing, you know. I mean, sometimes when you're reading it, you kind of forget that he's just a school kid. in these, but full of the Fleming effect. A lot of fun, highly recommended. And the fourth one in the series, Hurricane Gold. And that's just an awesome cover. And last in the series is called By Royal Command. Now, I think somebody else carried on the series after Charlie Higson finished up his books. He did the 5, and another author just kept carrying on with the James Bond series, but I don't have any of them, so I can't attest to how good they are. But these Charlie Higson ones are really, really good. So I'm not saying I'll read them. It's nice to have options. So I'm just going to show you a few of these. I mean, this is a definite one I'm reading because that's our group read, and yeah, the other ones I showed you might be options as well. It's just a fun event. I had a lot of fun with it last year. Last year we read The Spy Who Came In From the Cold for our group read, and I read From Russia with Love, and I do believe I read a Sam Durrell novel for DrNovember as well. And I still have them on my shelf. I still have some new Nick Carter books that I picked up. So I mean, I've got options. So speaking of the James Bond dossier, that's the book that I was referring to, and I'm pretty sure this is the book where Kingsley Amis coined the phrase "the Fleming effect," and it's a whole thing that he gets into in this. And as I said, Charlie Higson utilizes the Fleming effect very well. But that's all I had for today. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I will talk to you again soon. You take care. Keep reading.